We're excited to announce that for the 8th year in a row, Tennessee was selected to participate in the Employment First State Leadership Mentoring Program, and EFSLMP is a program administered by the National Department of Labor's Office of Disability Employment Policy, or ODEP. This work continues to be extremely important because there is still a very significant gap in the employment rate of people with and without disabilities, and if you look specifically at people with disabilities, there is still a very significant gap between the people who are working and the people who want to work and are not working. So we're going to continue working very hard to close that gap. This year, Tennessee is focusing on 3 main areas. The first area is that we want to figure out ways of providing additional funding for something called Individual Placement and Support, or IPS. And IPS is an evidence-based model of supported employment which helps people who experience mental illness and other behavioral health challenges get to work. In that spirit, this year DIDD is partnering with the Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Services to serve as co-lead for EFSLMP. We're also focusing on providing additional training and resources for providers focusing on dual diagnosis, which means that someone has both a diagnosis of an intellectual disability and also has a mental illness or behavioral health challenge. Research shows that up to 40% of people with intellectual disability also have a co-occurring mental illness or behavioral health challenge. And lastly, we're focusing in the area of the American Job Center system. We want to make sure that our career centers, otherwise known as our American Job Center system, have the adequate training and resources they need to support all Tennesseans. We want to continue thinking of ways that we can make this work sustainable for years to come so that we can continue leading the nation for years to come. And so, for example, we have launched a program called the Tennessee Employment First Leadership Initiative, or TEFLI, which allows us to take some of the work that we've been doing over the past 8 years and making it state-funded and state-led so that we can continue it long into the future.